Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is January 9th, 2025, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, British pound free falls and tanks. But first, today, in observance of former President Jimmy Carter, the U.S. markets will be closed, so just be aware of it. Now, looking at the markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, major pairs besides the British pound, really unchanged 1-to-1. Now, looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ taper lower. Now, looking at commodities, gold inches higher, back to resistance while oil sells off. And looking at the stocks, really just tapering around sideways, not doing much. And lastly, look at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin sells off back to resistance. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Euro USD. Yes, it's tapering lower, but it's not as a big news. It's playing catch up to the British pound. Usually it's the British pound that follows the euro, but this time it's the euro. So I just want to highlight the fact that the euro is not on its lows yet, but could be pressured by it by the GBP. Now looking at the GBP, first looking at a daily chart, we're broken our daily low of 123.20-ish level. We're trading at 122.57, free falling. If we look at a weekly chart, this is super important because our next support-ish level is 120-ish level, and that's where we're up to next. Now looking at the USD Canadian dollar, really just trading sideways, not doing much. So is the Japanese yen. So I'm going to jump to commodities. Looking at gold, inching back higher to its resistance level of 26.61. If it does break above it and we do get momentum, then we could go back to our highs. Not even a question. Now looking at crude oil, we retraced here to $73 a barrel, and now this is off of its highs of $75. Okay, so just be aware of it. It might pivot around this area because this is previous supportish area. So keep that in mind. Now looking at the U.S. markets, tapering lower, nothing big, but it could turn into something big. Okay, the Dow Jones also. Why do I say that? Because if we look at the VIX has been really spiking higher here at 17 to 18 this morning and then retracing now, but it's been getting to its highs. Now looking at the individual stocks, not much doing, okay? They're really trading sideways. Looking at Tesla, just settling here at this area, after our initial sell-off, a bounce, and then our initial testing it again. Now, I'm not going to cover the stocks because they're really not doing that much. NVIDIA back to its 138-ish level and didn't move since then. Okay, markets are just kind of absorbing the situation. We are getting to the middle of the month of January, so that's a big deal. Now, looking at Bitcoin, doesn't like uncertainty. Bitcoin back on supportish level at about 92-ish level, and that's where I would look to pick it up. Now, the markets are absorbing this. Now, I would like to see something strong and say, hey, market sold off. There's the one thing that's still strong that maybe on the turn up will go up, but I don't see it. So markets are trading in tandem pretty much. Nothing is really out of whack besides this British pound, who is leading itself lower. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.